They're a nice 1-2 punch. Our offense is balanced between the two of them. Obviously, both of them went over 1,000 yards last week. Tysean is more the hammer. He's that fullback that's going to hammer you in there and trying to wear a defense down with him, to be honest with you. And Jaiden is more that big play threat. Jaiden's got tremendous vision.
I feel like it's pretty good. Me and J-Bo, we have a pretty good connection off the field and on the field. And like just going back to the two-head monster, like he, how he's like real agile, and like I'm more of the physical type of guy. So.
Tysean's a heavy runner. I'm more of an agile. I'm quick and I can see things. So I mean, like, he pounds the hole and then we go outside and then it's it. They can't stop it.
It's really good to be talked about, because like we were like little kids, playing rec ball, and we always wanted to go on this field and just play. So it's really fun and it's really exciting to be mentioned.
It's very cool to be talked about as a two-headed monster because I know Tysean's gonna get the job done and I'm gonna get the job done. So like it's hard to stop both of us. So I'm sure that's why they call us a two-headed monster. He got 1,000 yards, I got 1,000 yards. So it's pretty cool.
What our offense does is that they complement each other well, just not only how they play, but the plays are married together. So some of the plays are designed that you have to stop that hammer inside, and when you commit to stop to that hammer inside, that opens up the complementary play that Jaiden's running. So our offense is built where, we're not trying to grab bag, the plays feed each other. So by taking away one of them, you're opening yourselves up and you're vulnerable to the other one.
Me and Tysean have an incredible relationship with our O-line and H-backs. We have a lot of bonded time, so that really gives us a good connection. And then in practice, if we don't feel like everybody's going 100%, they get on us and we get on them. So, with the O-line blocking and paving our way with us, we celebrate with them because that's not possible without them.
It's really good to have them, that group of guys. I feel like they're probably like the best offensive line probably in Georgia because they get the job done. And like going back to our H-back, he's a big part of that. If we didn't have those blocks, we have no yards. We wouldn't have the 1,000 yards. So that's really cool.
Huge playability that they have often comes a leadership position on their team. Let's talk about how they carry that, how they handle that.
Well, I think they've grown into that. I think that's the biggest change in them, in that they've worked hard to become physically better, but I think they've matured as young men this year, and they understand that being a leader is more than just gaining yards. You got to come out and practice the right way every day. You got to earn the respect of your teammates, and they both have done that through their hard work in the off season, the way they're carrying themselves, and I think they've done a good job of recognizing that they're not doing this alone.
At practice, we gotta be on top of each other because we have some days where we're not playing, practicing how we should be practicing. So we have to get on each other, and then we have some days where we're not practicing how we should be practicing. So they get on us, but we just be on each other's back.
We know how it feels to get ready for a Friday night, how you got to prepare yourself, how you got to carry yourself. So we just lead by example and people follow us. So we just set the grounds in the locker room before we come out here and play. We prepare our minds, we get our body rights, and we go out and ready for war.
Jaiden, the thing that gives him his edge is his vision. He has the ability to see holes that maybe other people do not see, and he doesn't need a big hole. He has the ability to take that and turn it into a big play. He's pretty good in space, and Tysean is, believe it or not, Tysean, even though he's a hammer, he's made some big long runs as well, and his vision has improved as well. But we're using Tysean as that quick hitting battering ram, type of plays, and Jaiden, is more of the slower developing plays, but he's been able to make them into big plays. Like I said, they complement each other real well.
Tysean, he's a very good, silly guy, but he's a real big, thick guy. He's strong, so he's fast too. So that gives him an edge on other players. And once they see him, they're pretty scared of him. Like Coach Hollars said, we're a smash football team. So Tysean goes in there and get the job done.
Jabo Edge, he's really good on his feet. He's really good on his with his eyes. You know, he makes really incredible plays. Like he turns in like a play that's like a 2-yard gain into like an 80-yard gain like on Friday. So he's incredible.
I think the greatest thing that I'm proud of them is how they've matured as young men. I mean, everyone recognizes it on the football field and knows what they've done on the football field. As a coach, you're seeing how they're developing as people, and that's really what we're here for. And to see them grow off the field, I think they tell you, they've come a long way in the maturity standpoint and how they're supposed to act in the classroom, how they're supposed to act in the hallways, how they're supposed to act out in the community. And they're teenagers, they're not perfect, they make mistakes. And what I think separates them from some of the people their age is they've learned from those mistakes. We all make them. The great ones learn from them. They don't keep making the same mistakes over and over. And I think that's what I'm talking about, them maturing off the field. They're part of this team. They're playing for something bigger than themselves. And that's refreshing in today's day and age. And I like the way they're carrying themselves as young men off the field.